What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I got some new news concerning Dereck Chisora. Dereck Chisora was brutally honest on who he wanted to fight. He wanted to fight Joseph Parker. Of course, those guys were negotiation, and Parker, seeming to walk away from negotiations. The money couldn't get right or what have you. And of course, he's called Parker out, before, and he's doing it again. However, he would like to consider taking on Oleksandr Usyk, but he was honest about Usyk. He said when Usyk puts on the weight, he will be a monster at heavyweight, along with his punching power and his boxing skill and his speed. you know. And he said he would fight Usyk, if the money's right, if they had the right type of money, which makes a lot of sense. And he also stated the real reason why the big fights with the top fighters in the heavyweight division hasn't happened, and it's because of television. The television wants to own the rights. The promoters are another obstacle in that way. He blames Eddie Hearn. So that's his counterpunch on why those guys haven't been fighting, and he's, brutally honest on the top guys fighting each other. He thinks that Usyk is a top guy that could bring a lot of problems to the heavyweight division. And he also really sparked interest for me because he was like, dude, I'm just happy, because he looked like he was in good spirits. Normally Chisora is throwing chairs and tables and stuff like that. And he looks real relaxed. He looks happy. I never seen a interview with him like that in a while. Yeah, actually, I never seen it. So, this is good. It's a good look for him. His training looks good. He looked great in the Dillian White fight. He looked definitely like he was in shape, and he's staying in shape to get the fights that he wants to fight. And he is a tough competitor in the heavyweight division. And the bonus he wanted to break in there, he was like, hey, I just ready to see Game of Thrones. And it's funny because I can't wait for Game of Thrones. It's one of my top shows right now. And the next season is coming on Friday, April 14th. HBO boxing might be dead, but HBO is not dead yet, because they still have GOT, Game of Thrones. He said you can be a bastard one day and a king the next. He compared it to boxing, and it makes sense. You can be a nobody until you knock out the right person, especially when that person picks you to be a cherry or a person that's a easy touch. So, that's a good comparison that he used as Game of Thrones versus the sport of boxing, because it is the Game of Thrones, the game of boxing, the sport that I love, that I hate so much. So it makes sense. But anyway, I was just sharing that with you guys. You guys tell me what you think. You think Dereck Chisora should take on Usyk or Parker? Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.